Hey everybody, this is WireDogSec back with another video for you guys. Hopefully you're all having an awesome day today. Today's video, we're going to continue with day number 7 of TryHackMe event of cyber. Now I've already completed all the challenges in this event, but I'm going to go back through and continue where I left off so that you guys can follow through if you're going to go through and do this event yourself. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, we're continuing on here with Advent of Cyber, day number 7, tis the season for log chopping, log analysis. Now, if you're interested in the story, be sure to read through that. I'm going to skim through a lot of things on here because there's a lot of text to read through, so be sure to go to the room yourself and read the text. Learning objectives. In this task, we will focus on the following vital learnings to assist Forensic Blue in uncovering the potential incident. Revisiting log files and their importance, understanding what a proxy is and breaking down the contents of a proxy log, building Linux command line skills to parse log entries manually, analyzing a proxy log based on typical use cases, log primer for analyzing a data set of proxy logs. Let's first revisit what log files are. A log file is like a digital trail of what's happening behind the scenes in a computer or software application. It records important events, actions, errors, or information as they happen, yada, yada, yada. And this is an example of what's contained in a actual log, right? And it breaks it down by field value description here, right? So be sure to read through there. And this is an Apache web server log, and it explains that this is a proxy server, right? And it tells you what a proxy server is, right? A proxy server is an intermediary between your computer or device and the internet, and it gives you this nifty little graph here to show to explain it further. It says a proxy server offers enhanced visibility into network traffic and user activity since it logs all web requests and responses. This enables system administrators and security analysts to monitor which websites user access, when, and how much bandwidth is used. It also allows administrators to enforce policies and block specific websites or content categories. So, pretty important file here. And we're going to go through and slice and dice it using cut and a bunch of other things as well. All right. It's got stuff broken down here. Attack technique, download attempt of malicious binary, potential indicator, connection to a known malicious URL binary. And it's got it broken down here for what it looks like, data exfiltration, continual C2 connection. I already have the machine started up and everything. I'm going to take a look here shortly, right? So be sure to start it up, then go through and get some hands-on here. I've already done this, gone through it, what it looks like. All right, it tells you how to access this log, and it's got some Linux command here. If you're not familiar with these commands, be sure to go through this section here. All right, I'm already pretty much familiar with these. All right, so let's continue on here. Chopping down the proxy log. Log link blue tells us that he has configured the Squid proxy server to use the following log format, and that's what it looks like. You got timestamp, source IP, domain port, yada yada yada. Let's use one of the log entries as an example and compare it to the format below, or I'm sorry, above. Um, Now it's showing you what it actually looks like here, and it's got it um, broken down by little sections here, right? You got timestamp, you got the source IP, you got domain port, right? HTTP method, and et cetera, et cetera. Position 1, 2, 3 through 8 here. The field tells you what it is. The value of the field, which I've already briefly went over up here. And let's see here. So the cut command allows you to extract specific sections, columns of lines from a file or input stream by cutting the line into columns based on a delimiter and selecting which columns to display. This can be done by using the -D option for delimiter and -F for position. The example below uses space, and it's got two single quotes here as its delimiter and only displays the timestamp column number 1 after cutting the log with space. Like I said earlier, we're going to be slicing and dicing with cut and using this delimiter to single out the specific information that we're going to be looking for, right? So delimiter and then -F here for the position. And it already went over the positions here of what everything looks like. So continue on here. These are just examples of what you're going to be doing here. So be sure to go through this on your own so you can get the hang of it. And I think that's about it here. So we're going to jump over to that VM and start going through everything. So if you haven't read through this section here, make sure to read throughout everything. Just to save on time, I'm just going to go through and show you how to do all this. right? So it's going to be looking like this basically to find the answers to these questions at the bottom, all right? Goes in and talks about tail, hunting down most of traffic with that. Let's go ahead and continue on here, and we're gonna get down to the questions. All right, so let's jump over to that VM and split view, and then go through these questions. All right, so the first question here says how many unique IP addresses are connected to the proxy server. First things first, you can cat this file here, the access.log, if you want to see what it looks like. All right, ultimately you're gonna have to see what the log looks like. So go ahead and cat that out, because if you don't know what the log looks like, what kind of information's in there, how are you going to know what information you need to use cut on? So go ahead and do that if you haven't done that already. And then we're going to start slicing and dicing here. So let me go ahead and clear this out here. And to do this one, you can do, cut dash D for delimiter, and it's going to be space for that, for the delimiter, and then position number 2 for the access log, right? So it's got all the IPs in here, and you sort it by unique values. So if you want to do it an easier way, you can add in word. You can pipe it to word count. So WC, I think dash L, right? And you should get 9. So there you go for that one. So let's go ahead and clear this out and get second question here. It says how many unique domains are or were accessed by all workstations. Now I already have everything here. I can just copy and paste it out. Basically, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to use cut. The limiter is going to be the spacing, right? And then position is going to be number 3 inside the access log. And then another delimiter you can add in here is going to be the colon. And then the position is going to be 1. You're going to sort by unique again. You're going to get the lines so you can so it can automatically count it for you. So you're going to get 111 as soon as you type this in here. All right, so I'm just going to copy and paste this over, make it easier for me and to show you guys. All right, so go ahead and paste this in there. 111. Now, if you took out that word count and just did it like this, and it should come out with everything here, right? So let's continue on to the next one. All right. It says what status code is generated by the HTTP request to the least access domain. All right, I already got my command typed out here and ran it. Right, so cut D for delimiter. It's going to be space, position, and then we're going to use another delimiter here for the colon, another position for F1, sorting it, and then it's going to be by unique, and then we want the least amount access, right? So that we would need to use that dash C, all right, and then we're going to pipe it into sort. And you can see here, this is the one that comes up with the least amount, 78. Now after that, you're going to have to grep it, right? So once you grep it, you should get that error code or that HTTP code. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, and you'll see right here, 503, and that's going to be the answer to that one. Now let's continue on to the next one. It says based on the high count of connection attempts, what is the name of the suspicious domain? So let's go ahead and clear all this stuff out of here. And let's go back and grab that one. All right. This time we're going to sort it using dash -nr. So we'll go ahead and copy and paste this into there. There we go. So let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick. All right. It says based on high connection attempts. So let's go ahead and scroll all the way up here. And as you can see, these other ones look pretty normal, Microsoft, whatever. But this one here looks very odd. Frostings dot big bad stash. That's very odd. So that's going to be answer to that one for these suspicious domain. Next one says, what is the source IP of the workstation that accessed the malicious domain? So let's go ahead and clear this out again. And let's go back and find the correct commands for that. All right, so go ahead and copy and paste this out of here. If this will let me do it. All right, so we're going to grep off of that, as you can see there, off the suspicious domain, and then sort it again, unique. And it's going to give us this IP address here. All right, so let's go ahead and just backtrack a little bit. Let me clear this out and just clear some of this out here. Now let's see what it looks like without those two other things in there. And you can see this is coming up quite a bit, right? So that's what it looks like without those extra options in there. Let's go back and do it again. Yeah. So since you're doing it by unique, it's going to eliminate all these duplicates in here. Let's continue on here. It says how many requests were made on the malicious domain in total. So how are we going to get that? Let's go ahead and see. We're going to grep off of the same suspicious domain again. And this time we're going to use WC to count the lines. There you go, 1581. Now, once we get the flag, having retrieved the exfiltrated data, what is the hidden flag? So let's go ahead and do that one. So I'm going to copy and paste this over real quick. Clear this out. All right, now what are we doing here? We're grabbing off of this suspicious domain again. Inside of access log, and delimiter is going to be the space again, position number 5. Another delimiter here, which is going to be this equal sign, position number 2, base 64 -D. All right, so as you type that in there, it should come up with all kinds of things. So let's go ahead and take a look here. And as you're going through, you'll see the answer right there. All right, it's probably an easier way to do this, but this is the way I did it. Maybe we can try to play around with it a little bit here. Let's try that. Let's do that and then maybe grab it again. Let's see. Let's try this. Maybe this will work better. Nope, it did not. There we go. See, now that's a faster way of getting it. Anyway, that's about it for this. As you can see, you can do all kinds of things using cut and a few other options if you want to manually review these logs. All right, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button and comment below and your thoughts and opinions. Hit the share button, all that good stuff. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Have a nice day.